Buildy here. I don't know if you can see that. A little trouble the first part of this video. There we go. They're restoring all these buildings. Most of these are from the 1870s. A lot of them around this neighborhood were built in the 1870s. It's a nice neighborhood. That would have been about 20 years after the Crimean War. In case you don't know it, the Crimean War is where I chose to do this because it's nice and quiet. Now it's Grand Central. All this traffic just appeared about, 20 seconds ago. Anyway, the Crimean War is where France, Austria, and jolly old Britannica attacked Russia on behalf of the Ottoman Empire. All these good Christian nations, once again, just like in the Crusades, attacked the Orthodox on behalf of the Muslims because they wanted the Ottoman Empire to have hegemony over the Black Sea area. Because they traded with them, they got a lot of benefit from that, and they wanted a monopoly on the trade. It wasn't over religion, and it wasn't over any sort of fears of Russia taking over someplace. It's fear of competition. It wasn't any sort of destructive competition either. It's just competition. Britain especially, I think, was mostly behind it. They don't like competition. That's why they had so many crusades against Constantinople, the Byzantine Empire. And it didn't stop back then. The Crimean War wasn't the last time. Look what they did to Yugoslavia on behalf of the Bosnian and Albanian Muslims. they attacked Orthodox Serbia and bombed the living dog snot out of them over lies. It's been proven to be lies too. And now we have our present situation. Got a lot of blooms. These trees that have pink flowers all over them are all blooming like madness now. I can't see where I'm pointing at. It's all going to be blooming soon. May's a great time to be here. They got apple trees, a lot of apricot trees, cherry trees. They plant them along the roadsides. They plant them in the parks. How come they do that? Don't do that in the U.S. They don't want people getting free stuff, or it'll attract insects. Oh, it doesn't do that here. I don't know. It's school excursion. You see this all the time. They're taking the kids places. The teachers take them on excursions. This is a nice neighborhood. It's kind of tony. They're fixing everything up. New roofs on all the buildings since the referendum. God, there must be 1,000 roofs going on. They've completed most of them. They all kind of went on at once. They started fixing up all these buildings. A lot of these buildings are historical. Yeah, like I said, there's no telling when they were built originally because the whole city was pretty much destroyed by the English and the Austrians and the French in the Crimean War, 1850s. And they rebuilt everything. I don't know if the plaques on the buildings are from a rebuild or probably was. Probably don't know when the original buildings were built. Everything was built up here originally in between the 1860s. Gotta find a little park somewhere. Between the 1860s and the 1780s. Too much noise. Yeah, the 1780s when they first started constructing stuff here. Got Catherine the Great, and then it was pretty much foobarred by the good Catholics and Protestants of Western Europe. for the benefit of the Ottoman Turks. Well, they're great allies, aren't they? Oh, they're supplying Ukraine drones now. I don't know, I don't remember how to pronounce it. They have Turkish drones in Ukraine, but they've been knocking them out of the sky. It's hard to know exactly what the numbers are. There's a lot of disinformation in a war. But they supposedly Ukraine had 20 of them. I think they had a lot more than that, because supposedly there's been a lot more than that have been shot down already. Russia's got a good system for getting rid of drones. Over $1 million each. They're not that sophisticated, really. They're comparable with a Predator. They're not like a Global Hawk or a Reaper, but then you don't need something like that in a region like this. They're pretty close to a Predator. I think they're a little lighter. They have a little less payload, but they carry they got 4 hard points on the wings. Predator's only got 2. And the rockets, I suppose, they're kind of like Hellfires. They look like it. I don't know. I didn't look up the rockets. They carry 4 of them instead of 2. But, yeah, it's hard to tell what's going on. I'm going to make a short video. I'm just going to throw some things together. I got to kill some time. I got to stay around here for a couple hours. I'm going to find a place to have a smoke. Maybe with some scenery and some quiet. That's a magnificent building. It's a government building of some kind. Let's see, I think I'll go this way. Nice to have a little wander anyway. Been busy. There's holidays. Always a holiday here. It's just holiday after holiday after holiday. And you got to do something. You can't ignore it. Kids got to dress up. They got to have presents, or they got to have some kind of special deal going on for each holiday. What's the holiday today? Well, I'm not really sure. It's something to do with pancakes. I can't keep track of them. I got a lot of other stuff to do. That makes me a real creep here too, because you better be on all those holidays. Yeah, well, I pay for stuff, for crying out loud. I don't know what day it is. I'm conditioned like that because when I worked in the U.S., I'd be working like 7 days a week for months at a time. That's why I don't care what day it is. And I'm getting old and cranky. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's go over there. All these nice garages here. This is a typical garage. They're kind of small. They're in a convenient location here though. Oh, there's no sidewalk here. Plants. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can catch this. Little panorama. Anyway. Oh, what was I talking about? Holidays? Yeah, lots of holidays here. It's nice. People look at you really weird when you use a selfie stick. They assume you're some sort of vanity project. Look at the narcissist walking around looking at himself in the mirror, right? Well, I'm doing my job. I'm not easily humiliated. I don't really give a rat's ass what people think. They don't know. It's kind of hazy today. I'd give you a nice shot of the panorama if I thought it'd come out, but it won't. It's too hazy. This struggle that's taking place now is same suspects. Only they got a lot of allies now. Seems like it's the whole world. The New World Order people. I keep seeing we support Ukraine stuff on the internets by big corporations, financial groups. You know, the Soros people, the Davos crowd. Yeah, they want Ukraine to win their independence. Really? Hardly. That's not what they're fighting for. They're fighting to be subjects of the New World Order and be a launch pad to take out the final resistance. Most people are on the wrong side. There's just not enough time in the day to chase all this stuff down. All these American patriots and red state people and Trumpists and evangelicals are all bawling over the poor Ukrainians being attacked by the communist Russians and the evil thugs. You freaking idiots are acting against your own interests. You're on the wrong side. You need to understand you're on the side of Soros. You're on the side of the One World Order. Russia isn't fighting for their own version of the One World Order. I mean, there's plenty of documentation to back that up. It's even in their constitution. They're wanting a multipolar world. Many various spheres of influence. Everybody's got their own space. And they're made to stay out of each other's space. You hear them talking like Putin talking about the UN. And, oh, these are the UN. No, UN Charter. That's where nations are sovereign and have their own space and settle disputes in an international body. That was the original purpose of the UN. Well, not the UN agendas. Those are different. Those are the UN setting itself up as a world government. They're not for that. You look at the Russian Constitution. Most people don't seem to know that Russia has one. You need to read it. Read the Constitution. Listen to translations of what Putin actually said instead of letting Anderson Cooper tell you what he said. And you'll see how you're being lied to. They just made an amendment in 2020. They made a bunch of amendments to the Constitution. The only one you've probably heard about is they're allowing the president to be president more times. So what? If you got a good president, why you want to get rid of him because of some arbitrary law? Roosevelt was president 4 terms in a row. Nobody had a problem with that, though, do they? Really? Anyway, it's their playground. They want to do it, you know, it's their sandbox. Why do any of you care? That was the only amendment that you heard about. One of the big amendments was, you might have heard about another one that just barely makes it into Western news, where they specified that marriage is between a man and a woman. Yeah, they etched that into their Constitution as a protective measure. You know what this New World Order is all about, what they love. They want to change everybody. They want to change human nature. They want to make them into servos. And you patriots and you ex-soldiers that are rooting for Ukraine, you need to get your head out of your ass. I aim to try to help you. It might hurt, but I'm going to do it. You're on the wrong side again. Anyway, the amendments that you didn't hear about are probably the ones, for instance, only laws passed in Russia by the legislature are valid in Russia. In other words, laws the UN passes and agendas and laws of other countries that they pass don't have any weight whatsoever in Russia. No bearing. Is that the way it is in your country? Anyway, I'm going to shut this off. This is enough.
Почему вы снимаете наши машины?
1 minute, please. Что?
Почему вы снимаете наши машины?
Почему снимают? I don't...
Машины наши снимаете, машины.
У вас есть машина нет?
Video my car.
I didn't
What?
video your car. I'm videoing me. Смотри. Want to video you? Mind your own business. I'm doing a vlog here. Спасибо. Jeez. She thought I was videoing her car. I told you people get weird about this around here, but I don't care. You can't humiliate me. Now she's taking pictures of me. I'll probably get reported to the FSB again. That's happened before. Paranoia. A foreigner going around with a camera. Привет.
Where you come from?
I'm on.
Where you come from?
I am blogger. Извините, я blogger. Pro-Russian blogger.
From Russian blogger. А?
Я живу здесь.
Здесь?
Да.
Ага, Севастополь. Да? Понял. Спасибо.
Call the police, yes?
Ну.
I get it from all sides. I'm a Putin fanboy, and I'm an American agent and possibly a terrorist and provocateur here. I pay maximum taxes in the U.S. as a single person. I can't declare my family of 5. I get a haircut coming and going. My kids get a hard time from the neighbor kids because they think we're rich. And they got this envy. They got nicer cars and bigger houses and nicer toys and nicer clothes than us. But they all think I'm rich because I'm an American. I get it from all sides constantly. I'm not whining. My wife isn't very supportive either. As a matter of fact, she kind of likes sabotaging everything I do and trying to humiliate me even more. It doesn't work though. It's really getting hard on her. You know, I think her health will fail if she doesn't, stop going after me and failing. I don't know what it is with people. There's something about me that just pisses them off. I'm trying to do right. Anyway, I got to get back on Geopolitical Georgia and get something in there that I promised, and I got to put some kind of fundraiser together. I got a way to get myself money from the States. I got a bank account in America, but it's empty. It's absolutely empty now, and I got to try to find a way to fill it. Try to have a fundraiser or something. We'll see what happens. Probably gonna need some help. But we'll see what happens. I was going to make this short and have a cigar. Now I'm running out of time. Well, this is Uncle Buildy signing out. I got a lot of stuff to do. Please be patient if I don't get things like in Geopolitical Georgia. I'm behind. I got to get one in there. Maybe I'll do it tonight. Anyway. Uncle Buildy signing out.